Let me take you to a live event on the go. It's focusing on the challenge and the problem of housing in Gauteng and issues to do with illegal land occupation. Speaking now is the MEC for Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Lebogang Maile.
Find ways like they always do, doing them shiga, but it doesn't mean that we will not find them. And that's why what we want our people to do is to always report wrongdoing. Because in most cases, we go around, people complain, there's wrongdoing, illegal selling of houses. I receive questions in the legislature, and we always say, give us the information. You don't have to identify yourself, because sometimes it's dangerous. But just give us the information, the lead, and I can assure you, we will deal decisively with those that are committing a crime. Because I can tell you that if houses that are supposed to be given to the rightful beneficiaries, in most cases these are the poorest of the poor, they end up in wrong hands, it doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't help our cause. It actually perpetuates the problem. We've got a huge backlog. Every year there's more than 300,000 people coming to Gauteng, and everybody's desperate, they want space. That is why people will want to commit crime. The officials who will be found to be involved in wrongdoing, we will definitely deal with them decisively. I have received already few complaints, and they are on our desks now, and one of them, the Minister of Culture, has asked us to deal with it. So we've been pondering. One of the things we want to do, we don't want to do an investigation leads, so that we can deal with this issue once and for all. If you would have seen how we have dealt with investigations in City, for instance, how we are dealing with investigations in Rand West City Municipality in terms of corruption, you'll see it's very coordinated, it's very systematic. So we don't want to be running around like headless chickens and not being clear on what is it that we want to achieve. And what we want to achieve is clear. We want to find the criminals, we want to nail the criminals, we want to bring them to justice, and we want the rightful owners of these houses to be given these houses and to occupy them.
Okay. Last question.
Are you meeting your targets? Maybe run us through your housing targets around Gauteng, and are you meeting those targets?
We will give you, in May, we will be presenting our budget vote, but I can give you a scoop, if it's a scoop. I mean, the preliminary figures are that we are sitting at 99% of our targets. The housing, the number of houses that we said, which is, I think, plus 12,000 or so. 99%. That is more than distinction. And by the way, that 99% is short with just 50-something, and it was just a bureaucratic process of verifying it.
Is it realistically in line with the housing needs in the province?
You're raising a different issue. I'll come to that. So we are reaching our targets in terms of the money that we have been given. Because remember, targets are determined by the resources you have. You can't say you want to build 500,000 houses when your budget allows you to build 10,000. So there's an issue about targets which have been given to us based on the budget we have. We are excelling, we're reaching them. The money that we have been given, we are excelling with spending that money. National has given us about 5 billion, 99% of that money has been spent. And we can explain about the other issues and all that. Then there is a need, the housing need register. There's 1 million people in the housing need register. We don't have money to build houses for 1 million people. We don't have it because the money that is available serves a lot of competing priorities. I'm sure you'll agree and you will know that in Gauteng we feed nothing less than 1 million kids every day in schools. In Gauteng, we provide free quality healthcare for kids and pregnant women. You will know in Gauteng we give bursaries. This year we spend more than, so I can give you the numbers. All that money is spent in many other important things. So the limited that we have for human settlement, our objective is to use it efficiently, is to use it optimally, is to make sure it makes an impact. And we are happy that we are doing exactly that. Over and above that, we are looking at other options so that we don't just give people giveaways. This development, Clayville, it's not just about what government is putting. This is one of our mega projects. Here you've got bonded houses. You've got what we call people who qualify for what is it, FLISP, government subsidy. You've got social housing, and these are people who are not necessarily dependent on government, but government is making the conditions conducive for them to be able to build the houses. We've got the rapid land release program. In Palm Ridge, I went there and I even made a video that I'll post demonstrating and explaining what do we mean. The land is ready. There is tar roads, there is water, there is electricity, there is sewer, and people can build for themselves and move in immediately. There are those who've got money who can be able to build for themselves. So we're looking at a multi-pronged approach. It's not so much what we're doing. Tonight at the Houghton Golf Course, I'm speaking to about 10 developers who have a collective pipeline of 300 billion worth of projects, who are saying these projects, they need government to help them with the compliance, red tape, this and that and all that. So we're doing our level best. We're talking to everybody, rich and poor, to be able to deal with these issues. There's then a real issue of bulk infrastructure, because you hear people who are populists saying occupy land. For instance, let me give you a practical example about the Rabbi Rich land. If it was successfully invaded, you know what it means? There is no bulk services there. There will not be sanitation, there will not be water, there will not be electricity. And you know what that means? 3 months' time, there's going to be a toy-toy. And then the media will ask a question: when are you giving these people water? When are you giving them electricity? Are you not failing? And that's why we said we have to deal with this thing in a preventative manner as government, and not wait for people to occupy first. Let's be preventative and make sure that people don't come into spaces that are not habitable, into spaces that are not part of town planning, into spaces that do not have bulk services, because it makes matters worse. It doesn't solve it. And that's why our approach is multi-pronged.
No, talking about rubber rate, it seems like there's no solution yet there, because the owners seem to suggest there's nothing concrete that you've talked about to solidify what's going to happen there. In fact, they seem to suggest that they're still even talking to private.
All right, that is the MEC of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs in Gauteng. That is Lebogang Maile. He's been speaking about the program to build houses in the province of Gauteng. You will have heard he was boasting about a 99% record in meeting their targets in as far as building houses is concerned, and talking about issues that have played themselves out in the area of Rabbi Ridge here in Johannesburg.